rounding into form at the moment. There is Timothy Cheruiyot, the world #1, second in the Kenyan trials last week, seventh in the last World Championships. So rather fancy he'll go better in London. And Matt Centrowitz, of course, Matthew Centrowitz, I should say, his dad is Matt. He is the Olympic champion from Rio, but he's struggling for form, worryingly poor form. He only ran 1:49 for an 800 a few days ago in Switzerland. Lewandowski is there as well, better known as an 800-meter run in the pole. Can he cause a surprise here? He's a few seconds slower than the best of the Africans in this field. Ingebrigtsen as well. Philip Ingebrigtsen, the European champion from last year. There's Chris O'Hare on a really good run, the British champion from 3 weeks back, and a win at the London Diamond League 2 weeks ago. He's in very, very good form indeed. But Manangoi, the World Championship silver medalist in 2015, he's there as well, the Commonwealth finalist from 2014. It's a loaded field, but any one of 4 or 5 men could take this. It's always due to be quick here. 1:52 we're looking for at 800 meters, and around 2:19 at 1,000. That's very fast tempo. It was on this track, of course, 3 or 4 years ago that Mo Farah set the European record for 3:28, and they have gone off at a very, very healthy tempo indeed. Another athlete to watch here who's rounding into good form is Nick Willis of New Zealand. 34 years old now, making him the oldest in the race, but he's just beginning to show signs of his great racing form. And Rotich, the first pacemaker, with Kavuva, who will take over, slotted into second place. And look out too for Charles Simotwo, 5th in the Kenyan trials. Manangoi into 3rd place behind the pacemakers. 3rd in those Kenyan trials, so he's selected for their team. He was 3:49 miler at Prefontaine earlier in this season. But it is quick, Steve, as they come around to 400 meters, pretty much single file.
It's too quick, that's why they're all stretched out way too fast at the front. Just watching, you can see in the orange in about 5th or 6th place, just near Centrowitz there is the young 17-year-old Kenyan as well, new name there, Suget. So they're all getting sucked into this. Be interested to see whether Kiprop, who's more mid-pack, he's decided, yeah, I need to get involved, but this is a bit quick at the front, so he's happy to sit off it a little bit. Nick Willis, you mentioned, this is his last chance to get the qualifying time for the World Championship, so Nick Willis just sitting off things right at the back as well.
So Rotich down the home straight then with just over 2 laps to run. Kivuva in second, then Manangoi in 3rd. Cheruiyot in 4th, the world #1. Kwemo in 5th. Matthew Centrowitz running well, confidently too, in 6th place, nicely positioned at the moment. Alongside him is Justus Soget, 4th in the Kenyan trials at 18 years of old. He's had a world youth record, personal best of 3:32 just in the last couple of weeks as they hit 800 meters, and it is quick. 1:51.43. The first lap a little too quick, but 53.7. That second lap around 57 seconds more sensible.
Yeah, I really like watching Manangoi, and I like watching Kwemoi as well, but Timothy Cheruiyot has massive talent. Kwemoi's got to close that gap. They're all queuing up behind Kwemoi. There's a bit of a gap developed, and Kiprop maybe realizing that. Kwemoi allowing his teammates to get ahead, so they're all just sitting there. Of course, also Kiprop is the target, Centrowitz, O'Hare, others watching, but look at Cheruiyot and Manangoi saying, where is everybody else?
Well, 450 meters to run. Kavuva moves aside. Timothy Cheruiyot well positioned now as they come to the bell. And it's 2:35 at the bell. There's a chance here for a really solid final lap of a sub-3:30 clocking. The pack is bunched though behind Asbel Kiprop, who hasn't been in the best of form. I have to say, his season's best is only 3:34, and he's holding them back somewhat, I rather think, at the moment. That gap at 1,200 meters is fully 12 or 13 meters, and as they head down the back straight, it's Cheruiyot from Manangoi. This pair, in fact, are even moving away as the rest of the pack are being fooled, I think, by sitting behind Asbel Kiprop in the orange vest. Right a picture. He's really been an obstacle for them to get past there with 200 meters to run. It's Cheruiyot from Manangoi. The chase is on further back, but they're way, way too far back behind two men of such caliber who hit the straight now. Cheruiyot from Manangoi. This Kenyan pairing are special. Manangoi attacks from the outside. It's like a relay, always better to come off somebody's shoulder and drives for the line. 3 meters, 2 meters at the line there to win very comfortably indeed. 3:28.8. A good run there for 3rd place by Ronald Kwemo. It's a 1-2-3 for Kenya, and I think Ingebrigtsen came through for 4th place. That'll be a fabulous run from Ingebrigtsen. Might even be a personal best. He's never broken 3:34 this year. at that winning time, Steve. 3:28.80 puts them into a pretty special club of athletes who have broken 3:29 on this occasion.
Well, those two ran a brilliant race, and Kiprop completely held the rest up. There were still some decent times behind, but they've obviously had to run a big last lap to get back into the 3:32, 3:33 range. But Menangoy with that superb finish there. Man from Narok coming away with a big win ahead of Chariot. Those two will be difficult to beat indeed with Kwemoy at the World Championships.
Well, Menangoy winning in 3:28.80.